buddies are never actually counting up the bikes here today, and so far the running tally is almost as many Can-Ams as all other brands combined.
This is a V100 class race, so your bike year and your age have to equal 100 years old. So you're going to get some old timers on some old bikes riding this class. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, that is sweet. 73 National 250 MX champ. Love the tank. It's got some battle scars on it. So that might have been a 72 and they raced in 73, right? This Can-Am's got a lot of work today. There's that YZ. That's freaking nice.
Oh yeah, Yamaha.
YZ, yeah. Yeah. This is a first with the monoshock. It's up underneath the gas tank. Yeah. How'd that stay so clean from racing it?
I don't know if it was even ridden.
Yeah. There's another old YZ 250.
Those Can-Ams were tough.
God, I'd love to find one. The guy I was talking to yesterday said the prices have gone through the roof on them. That's got a DG exhaust on it.
A little while. The Canam, the big, there was a couple of yesterday, the qualifiers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I traded it on a three-wheeler back in.
You had one. That's awesome.
Lots of snort for a 250.
That actually looks fairly new.
87.
It's an 87.
Yeah.
It's a 250, I take it?
Yeah. It's an 87 Asc CanAm, made in England. So made by Armstrong in England, and rebadged Can-Am and brought back to Canada. And then it was the last year they made them, so 87 was it. But Armstrong continued to make the same machine up until 89. Yeah. So I lowered it because they were a very tall bike. John Martin, a Can-Am pro rider at the time, was very short. He's only like 5'1" or something like that. But he wanted the bike to be super tall, so that the production bikes were like really tall, and I could never put my foot down. The last race I did on it, I was in a river and I went to drop my leg and there was nothing there. I just toppled right over.
Oh.
The bike got clean, but that was the end of my day.
All you got was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've lowered it about 2 inches now, and it works a lot better.
Yes, sir.
This is an aftermarket pipe. It's a dyno port. It was on it when I got it, but other than that, it's 100% bone stock. Aside from there's normally a headlight shell.
Yeah.
And I put a motocross plate on it. But,
Nice.
So was that originally a qualifier? Or
no, it's Asc.
Can-Am Asc.
Air-cooled single shock and gear. So this motor is similar to a qualifier as opposed to like the motocross version, so it's somewhere in between, but 6-speed, 250. Yep.
Sweet. What's this one here? It's older, is it?
Yeah, that's an 82 Qualifier 125. That's owned by my friend. Well, he's up racing now. So that was the last year they were built in Canada, 82. After that, they shipped everything over to England. So this actually, if you look at this one under Steve's shirt here, it almost looks like the Sonic front end.
Oh,
yeah,
right? Yeah. Well, thanks for the information.
Oh, no worries.
That's great.
My buddies are never actually counting up the bikes here today, and so far the running tally is almost as many Can-Ams as all other brands combined.
That's funny. Yeah.
Well, they were quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure
Oh, yeah.
Still are.
Yeah.
Lots of gap.
They live the vintage. I got a soft spot for this one too. I was talking to this guy yesterday. Give us a skinny on this bad girl.
1984 IT200.
Right on.
Yeah. Great bikes.
All stock or?
All stock. Original.
Right on. How long have you owned it?
6 years.
6 years, right on. Yeah, you passed me a few times, so it must be running good.
Oh, it runs great. never had to push it out of the bush yet.
No.
So. Yep. Got a trip leader on her and works great.
Yeah, that's
Drum
great.
brakes.
Yeah. Perfect bike for out here. Man, you don't see a lot of these around anymore. They just get beat, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's like a tractor. It's they went from 175 to 200 cc's. They extended the crank.
Yeah.
And you can go up a lot of those muddy hills in second gear just like a four-stroke, and you just putt, you never spin.
Yeah, that's right. Bog it.
So when you see people chewing up and going out of control, you can just ride right by them slowly and let the attrition take its toll, and then you keep rocking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's how it goes. Yeah. No,
good job. Yeah. Yeah, I had an older one. The first year they had the monoshock. It was a 78, 175, but it would foul plugs like crazy.
Yeah, these I just put a fresh plug in. It'll foul the plugs, and some people say, you don't have the pilot jet, and there's this and that and the other thing, but I find is if you keep it on the main jet, you're good all day.
Yeah, you said keep on the pipe, right?
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta blow it out every now and then, even if you're in the bush. You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta let it howl for a bit. Yeah, they're good.
That can be dangerous though, well, especially today.
Yeah, it's it's the original bore and everything. This thing's it's still it's had a crank seal replaced, but still original bore. So
together good, eh?
That's awesome.
I met a guy down in Unadilla maybe 4 or 5 years ago, racing against him, and we've been back and forth in the 200 class, and his bike he's had it since new.
Yeah.
And he races motocross and enduros with it, and the thing is absolutely shagged, and he leaves it out in the sun. Everything's plastic, faded white. This guy can rock, right? So I just said, I had this bike for a couple of years. I don't know much about it. I haven't even pulled the cylinder off, and everything seems to run good. I said, when did you do your first motor job? He says, last week. Yeah.
Nice.
And I said, how hard you ride it? He says, I'm redlining this thing for over 30 years, and it's still original bore.
Wow.
Yeah, he said the compression started going, it was just running a little rough, and he said, we'll freshen it up. And this guy could howl on it, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was crisp, and so it's pretty cool. I'm getting ready for get my gear on, and we'll see how she goes.
Gonna race it. Right on. Well, good luck. It's awesome.
Thanks.
There he goes.
That's a 350, isn't it?
I think they're 225s. Is it? And the Can-Am's leaning on it. Oh yeah, that is a big head on there too, isn't it?
I think it's either 79 or 80.
Yeah.
So how are you today? Good.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bike.
20 or 200?
220. What year is it?
It's 2000.
2000? Right on. Yeah, that's beautiful.
That was a barn find. I found it last year and rebuilt the bottom end, and it's run like a champ ever since.
Right on. You wouldn't think they'd need much work in the bottom end and those things.
I think it was sitting for a lot of years.
Just too much, right?
Yeah,
Rust or...
Yeah, the seals were gone. That was the main thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it was just sucking gear oil.
Yeah.
And it was running lean on the mag side, and but it's running great now.
Yeah, that's great.
See, we're a real overachiever, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful bike. Beginner bike became a little bit of a enduro icon, really.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Kawasaki back then, that was when they were the king of MX, everything performance, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, they didn't change that model from 97 to I think 06 or something.
Right on. Well, that tells you something, right? That's cool.
I actually had an 85. My first KDX was an 85 that was owned by Jack right beside me there. Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, we parked beside each other. Haven't seen each other in 40 some years.
Nice. How'd you make out, old timer?
I got it.
You did? You won?
Yeah.
Hey, good work. What are you riding here? Tell us about it.
It's a MX-250 Canam.
Nice. How long have you had it?
How long have I had it? Let's see, it would have been around 85. Around 85 that we got them. They were in a cube van package from Bombardier because this was out basically when they, very close to when they stopped building Can-Am bikes.
Right.
So, and of course this is an older bike. This is actually a Buck Murphy practice bike, and it was set up for ice.
Really?
So I modified it back to motocross, but I did have to change it had the flat triple clamps for the ice racing because these would typically have a fork stock on them.
Yep.
And of course it's been removed. And if you use the forward clamps, bars will almost go 90 degrees.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Oh no, because the clamps go below
Oh,
the
because they put it way
and they
out.
go, you know, it's a Y shape, so it just went forever. I said, oh my, I'll kill myself on that thing.
Wouldn't that be a bigger reach then for you riding it too? Because it would push the handlebars
well,
forward
maybe
as well, right?
a little bit. I mean, this one also has pullback bars, so that's nice.
Yeah, true.
So it would be a little bit, but these old bars, you just pull them back a bit. You know, they're fairly tall, you can pull them back a little bit.
Yeah.
But typically with a flat bar, or a flat triple clamp set, you're supposed to have forward axle forks.
Oh yeah, you said it. Yeah.
And I do have a set of forks to put on it, but I didn't get the parts for it, so.
Yeah, nice.
I had to keep it with that. It's got Buchanan stainless spokes on it.
Sweet.
If you look close, you'll see the pipe is like a homemade pipe, but the jetting is wrong. It's probably got ice racing jetting on that thing.
For
That's
cold
why it's
weather.
running. It's running like a crap bag out there.
It sounds a little rich.
And I'm just thinking now.
Well, I'm glad we went down too.
Yeah, it's right. And it's so humid and hot today.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that makes it even worse.
Now some of them have the rubber dampeners in between the fins.
Yeah,
is that?
typically that'd be TNTs.
Was it?
Yeah, it's for noise.
Is it?
It's for noise. Yeah, it's not for anything else but noise.
Like vibration noise from them.
That's right. The fins. See, this is actually cut down. If you look close.
Oh yeah, at the back there.
That's right. If you compare this, oh, that's hot.
Oh yeah,
fins
she's
come
full.
out longer, so they chop them shorter. And for ice racing, it actually worked good because the engine temperature stayed higher.
Yeah.
Sometimes for ice racing, we would build little plates on here to keep the motor warm.
Oh yeah, because it'd be too cold, right?
Because it would start getting cold, like fast cold on the front of the piston.
Yeah. That's a sweet bike, man. That's when Can-Am was Can-Am.
Yeah.
You know, they're all nice though. Like another YZ125. 1982?
It's the same bike I raced when I was 17 and I'm 57.
Is it your, like, is it a different bike though, or you owned it that long?
Exact same model and year.
Yeah.
But the Canadian one was white and red.
Yeah.
And this is the American one, the yellow one.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, 17 and I'm riding it at 57.
That's awesome. Good work, man.
Yeah.
That's great. I love them.
Eh?
Yeah, a buddy of mine had the same bike. It was the one like over there though with the open mesh here.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. So it must be older then.
This is an 82.
82.
The other one was it more smaller here?
Yeah,
That's
and it was
81.
it was the old monoshock.
That's the 81. It was
81,
liquid,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because I raced the 81 the year before this too.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And when I raced as a kid, my dad was always with me, and that's his birthday. Yeah.
How'd you do today on it?
I did okay. I went into class against some of the newer bikes.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have. But in the other class, I think I got a third. Raced that when I was 17, and I placed second on it in Eastern Ontario 125 Junior back then.
Right on. Yeah, they're sweet. I love looking at them. I got an '89 DT200 parked over there. I rode
love
cross
those
country.
bikes.
Yeah.
The 89 to the 2006.
Yeah, they're the same. Mine's white and red for Canada. That is how a motocross bike's supposed to sound.
He had to put another needle in it and another pilot because it was loading up.
Oh, really?
Perfect.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah. Mine actually I got a
Sweet IT. I'm just drooling over your bikes here. Look at how good a shape this one's in. Man, you think these are rare and then you see a couple of them here. They're still rare.
That's the only one of those you'll see here, though.
Is it the yellow?
Yeah, it's like I did it like a DT replica bike that they did back in the 70s. So that's supposed to have a down pipe, so that's a custom made up pipe.
Nice. Look at where it comes out. That's great. What year is this one?
76.
76? Sweet.
They were tough. A buddy of mine had them.
Yeah.
Just kill that thing. I had a Husky at the time, and I used to ride that. Man, it was rock.
That's a cool little 75 too.
Husky in the training.
Look at the FMF on it.
Yeah, it's got all the trick stuff on that one, eh? It's a fast little bike.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the milk and steel pipe. Oh yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah, we did.
Love that.
That one's kind of like the Brock Lover bike that he rode in 76.
This one.
The CR.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, and really clean.
I
Did you?
didn't want to get it dirty today.
Yeah, you didn't run it yet. You're
No, I
not
didn't
running.
ride it today.
Yeah.
I've raced it twice.
Yeah.
More like a show bike.
Oh yeah, for sure. PYZs.
That's my main race bike.
Is it?
Yeah.
What year is this one?
81.
81?
That's got a full race tech setup in the suspension. And that's my main race bike.
Nice. Looks good.
Pretty dialed. My body can't keep up anymore as the older you get.
Yeah. How old are you?
46.
46? Oh, you got lots of years to ride yet.
Well, actually, my whole career is ahead of me in vintage, right?
Yeah, oh true. Like, this brings it
I'm
back.
young enough and
Yeah. What are you hiding from us in here?
That's what they say.
Woo. That is nice. What year is this one?
73.
It's a 73?
Gary, I had the same thing in a 400.
Did you really? Yeah. No, you just built this, they said.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I just started it on Friday.
What?
I acquired it last year, but it was a basket case. So I built it from the bearings up.
Wow.
Even the number plates are the same.
Are the
right, on side.
like, where do you find the parts? eBay or wherever you can get them? Or?
Wherever there's some dealers that
Yeah.
like just specialize in the Swedish bikes.
Yeah.
But eBay,
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of like a lot.
Yeah.
So I got 4 motors and 3 rollers.
Nice.
I got 6 gas tanks now,
Wow.
but not enough pipes, right? Like
Yeah, that's right. They rust out and
That bad.
yeah. These guys rock these XRs.
Yeah.
Rock them. Yeah. Look at the exhaust mod here. This is what you gotta do. Soup can.
I like that. I love it.
The other soup can fell out the other night. We had 2 in there, but the one fell out.
Yeah.
You got to get a pull.
What year is this XR?
85.
85?
Hey? I thought they cut them out in 83, Winshaw. I had a 500 in 83, it was back down to
I'm pretty sure it's an 85.
Yeah, it probably is.
And the other one, that one's an 87.
No, 87's the only year we don't have another.
That's an 88?
I know I was born in 87. I'm trying to find 87 we have every year except my birth year.
I think that's an 87, that's an 85.
So I'll have to tell you what. I can't remember it off that.
82.
So maybe.
What year is it?
79.
79 Can-Am. Is it a Qualifier?
I know MX-5.
MX-5. What was the difference between the Qualifier and the MX-5s?
Qualifier had a different transmission. They had a wide ratio 5-speed, and they had a little bit less horsepower and a little bit less suspension.
Yeah.
You know, and they had center stands and stuff.
Was that more for enduro then? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't need all the horsepower, nor you didn't need a tall bike in the bush. You know?
Yeah. Right. And this is just stock except for the plastics you've had to...
Well, I changed the linkage. You used to have a crossover linkage on here. I went back there and it crossed over to the other side and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a 1980 rear wheel, and I made up my own pedal here, so it goes right over across the swing arm pivot. So
nice.
When the suspension operates, the brake doesn't
move. Yeah.
Just to simplify things.
Yeah, that's neat.
And it's got the Fox air shocks, which I really like.
Oh yeah, like that's neat.
I've had this bike for 20 years, and I've had them on it for about 18 years.
Is that right?
Yeah. They're a great shock if you get
it off right. Nice. So, did you used to race competitively back in the day in your youth?
I started racing motocross in San Luis in 1974.
Nice.
And at the age of 22. I got in late because I was into street bikes.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed it on and off racing all these years. Now I'm 69 and I can't see me stopping, you know.
That's awesome.
I got 9 Can-Ams at home.
Really?
This is the only one I bought complete. The rest are all made from bits and pieces. Cause I could pull that engine and put a 125 engine in it, or I could put a 400 engine in it.
Yeah, it was all the same, just engines.
All the same. It's so easy to build bikes that way.
Yeah,
and I got 2 vintage flat trackers. I race down in Welland, Ontario, and Welland Speedway, and at some of the local. I was at Flamborough Downs, Wheatley, and stuff like that.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I like the flat tracking. Since I retired, I've always wanted to flat track since I was young.
Have you done Paris at all? We got a track in Paris.
Paris.
Yeah, that's great. No, that's awesome. Well, glad to see you're still riding. Yeah. You probably passed me out there on the enduros. I won't lie.
You maybe got by me, but I guess